Hey YouTube, Matty's Daddy 12 here with another legit YuGiOh deck profile. And this one actually gets its name from legit. This is legit +1. So, before I get into this deck profile, make sure you head over to legit YuGiOh and check out all of the Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles and articles over there. Make sure you also head over to legit MTG and check out all of the Magic the Gathering articles on our legit MTG site. Make sure you click on the store icon and check out all of the singles and all of the sealed product and for all of your gaming needs. Alright, so let's get into this deck profile. It is legit +1, and literally what that means is every card in here is in some way, shape, or form hopefully either going to be a +1 or an enabler to get a +1. So, triple Star Seraph Scepter. This guy is a Stratos. This guy is a +1 amongst when he is summoned, searching for Star Seraph Sovereignty, which we also play 3 of. The Star Seraph are a great little engine. When this guy is normal summoned, you can trigger this guy and special summon him and search for another. When this guy is special summoned off of in this way, you get to draw a card. So now this is a +1, and then you add this guy. This is a +1, so now it becomes a +2, and then you draw a card, so it's a +3. Then you overlay into a rank 3 or a rank 4 that takes 3 materials, and then this guy gives you another +1 because he destroys something, and he actually lets you draw another card, so that's another +1. So that actually makes your 2-card combo lead into a +4 to a +5 if there's something to destroy. So yeah, like this little combo right here, these two guys together, it's really good. Leads into a lot of really fun rank 4 plays with the 3 materials. So yeah, that's the beginning of it, is the Star Seraph engine. This deck plays a lot like the old H.A.T engine, and in the old H.A.T deck you have your Trap Tricks, which was 3 Myrmilio, and 2 Dione. Myrmilio is another +1, another trap Stratos, if you would. Searches your Trap Trick trap hole, your Time Space trap hole, your Bottomless trap hole. Maybe you play Chaos trap hole. He searches for all of that. And then this guy is a Wolf Bark. When you summon him, he gives you Myrmilio back. And then when Myrmilio is special summoned, you get to destroy a spell or trap. So now this guy is actually a +2 and gives you another rank 4 play and all kinds of pluses all over the place. That is the Trap Tricks engine, only 5 cards in it. The next little engine in this, Heroic Challenger Assault Halberd. Now what this guy does is he is like Cyber Dragon. You can special summon him when your opponent controls a monster and you don't. And then he also has Piercing, and when he deals damage, you get to add another Heroic Challenger card from your deck to your hand. So, if you summon this guy, you attack and you deal damage, you then get to search your deck for a second one, and it gives you a +1. But what I really like using for this guy for is stuff along these lines, where I will special summon it, and I will special summon it to lead off my play, because then I will follow it up with a Scepter or a Dione or Myrmilio, one of these plays. Because what will happen is I'll special summon this, then I'll normal summon Myrmilio, and they will effect Veiler this, making the Myrmilio still a +1, and then enables me to still make a rank 4 play. Or, you know, of course they will want to stop the Dione, because if not, then it just makes another monster and gives me another big rank 4 push. So if I eat up an effect Veiler here, then that's great. Also, if, say, I special summon here and I Star Seraph and I eat up an effect Veiler that way, or possibly a Maxi, because they're expecting me to try to complete the Star Seraph little loop here. This gives me a situation where I can overlay into just one monster making their max C even as opposed to a plus, or I can just stop here and have 2 1800 attack monsters on board, which is never a bad thing. But again, like, the biggest thing about Assault Halberd is that he is a Cyber Dragon that I can special summon and not have to use my normal summon on, and he has the ability to replace himself in my hand if he deals damage, and he also has the ability to deal damage quite often because he does have Trample or Piercing. One more part of the +1 engine, like I said, this is basically the new H.A.T. Double Ice Hand, double Fire Hand, and these guys are +1s. They destroy a card and summon another, so they replace themselves and destroy a card, so they are +1. I'm only running 2 of these, mainly because I like the Assault Halberd idea, so I'm running 2 of each hand instead of 3 because of that reason right there. And they do really well, really hard for players to deal with. The hands are so much more difficult to play around than what people really give them credit. I mean, like, good players can obviously play around them, but like, it's become such a hassle when having to do so. Alright, we got to speed up the deck, so we run triple Upstart and double Duality. Board clears, Raigeki, and Dark Hole, because one thing this deck does have issues with is dealing with established boards. So you want these cards to deal with the established boards. In fact, Dark Hole may get bumped up to 2 just for that situation, so you can deal with established boards a little bit easier. And that is all of the spells. Not many spells at all, because we run a lot of traps. So, first things first, Call the Haunted. Not a +1 unless you're able to get back stuff like the Scepter will get I get to add a card, Marmelio gets to destroy a spell or trap, possibly getting back a Fire Hand in a situation where they have to attack it, and just continuing your engine that way. So Call the Haunted, really good, a must in this deck. Double Mind Crush. Mind Crush is such a good card in the meta right now, and it does so much in the Necros match and in just so many other matchups. Just so good right now. Double Mirror Force. Again, we have issues dealing with established boards, so we want Mirror Force because we want to clear boards. Double Breakthrough Skill, because effects are good and we don't want our opponent to have them. Double Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare. This card is actually extremely good. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. This was actually going to be Time Space Trap Hole in my original build, but I decided to put my Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmares in instead. And this is excellent in the Necros matchup. It is amazing in the Stellar Knight matchup. It is so good in so many matchups, like so much better than I was expecting it to be. So yeah, Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare is just so good. Bottomless Trap Hole, your last target for your Trap Tricks engine. Yeah, it actually is less impressive than the Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare. It is pretty good, again, in the Necros matchup, but Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare was just amazing. One Warning, another board wipe and Torrential Tribute, 1 Compulse, and we want to control the game state, so 1 Vanity's Emptiness. So there you go. Those are the traps. Oh, Bottomless, come here. And now we will get to the extra deck. It is a 40 card deck. I don't believe in playing Upstart Goblin in anything that you're not running 40 cards in. So of course it is a 40 card deck. The extra deck is all rank 4s. Abyss Dweller, Karen Gorgon. I have such a hard time pronouncing that. Karen Gorgon, Castell, Daigusto Emerald. Daigusto Emerald is really good in the situations where you get to put back your hands and just get to recycle all of your engines. Dark Rebellion, Exceed Dragon. This guy's pretty good. Gets you over some big monsters. You got to have the Exciton Knight. even though like this deck does a really good job of keeping advantage and building advantage and keeping advantage, you need the Exciton Knight because like I said, like this deck has a hard time dealing with established boards, so you need to have as many board wipes available to you as possible. Fairy King Alberditch. Now this is a card. It is actually really good. It's 2,300, and you can detach from it, making all non-Earth monsters lose 500 attack. So what ends up happening is this guy is essentially a 2,800 attack, and when he takes 2 Earths to make, which is not a big deal because Dione is an Earth, Marmilio is an Earth. Where do you go? Assault Halberd is an Earth also, so he's not very hard to make, and he'll make Assault Halberd 2,300 attack. He'll make himself 2,800 attack, essentially because your opponent's monsters lose 500. So is there a big difference between boosting this guy to 500 and your opponent's monster losing 500? I mean there is, but there's not. So yeah, Alberditch actually is an extremely good card, and you need to check into it anytime that you can play Earth monsters. Earth rank 4s. Gaga Cowboy steals games. Lavable Chain, actually really good, allowing you to stack into Dione and stuff. Like really good card. Number 80, Rhapsodian Berserk. Honor Arc. Ragna Zero, another really good card that pairs with Alberditch. And then for your 4 monsters, 3 material rank 4 monsters. There you go. Evil Swarm Ouroboros. Such an amazing card. So good, and even more amazing whenever you can make him with Scepter and destroy a card and draw a card on his summon too. Deltaros, again, just another amazing card, especially when you make him with a Scepter and you get to destroy the card, and as long as when he comes out, your opponent can't respond to the summon, which means they can't respond to the Scepter play either. So that's really good. And then you play the 1 Satellar Knight Constellar Diamond in the situations that you'll be playing against Burning Abyss or against Shaddolls, and then you can overlay the Deltaros into a diamond and just kind of start to shut down the game. So there you go, guys. That is legit +1. This is kind of a pet project of mine. I really like this concept, and I really enjoy playing decks like this because I love the random engines that I get to splash into other archetypes and stuff that just give me random +1 engines. And that's just kind of the game of Yu-Gi-Oh that I play. So there you go, guys. That is legit +1. And make sure you head over to legit YuGiOh. Check out all of the Yu-Gi-Oh articles. Head over to legit MTG. Check out the Magic the Gathering articles. And check out the legit MTG store for all of your gaming needs. Like always, guys, I appreciate it. Subscribe. Comment down below. Show us how much you love us.